When you import or export data, you can control the data you send between programs and where it goes in the destination file. Project has wizards for importing and exporting data, so you can follow the wizard's lead to get data where you want it to go. Excel spreadsheets provide a great framework for getting data into Project. It's easy to map the columns in Excel to fields in Project. To import an Excel spreadsheet, click the File tab, and then click Open. In the Open dialog box, click the Microsoft Project Files down arrow, and then choose Excel Workbook to bring in an Excel 2010 workbook. Select the workbook that you want, and then click Open. In the Import Wizard window, click Next. Project automatically selects the New Map option, and that's what you want, so click Next to continue. To import the data into a new project, leave the As a New Project option selected and click Next. With an Excel workbook, you can import more than one type of information, each from a different worksheet. In this example, turn on the Task checkbox to import tasks. If the Excel file has a row with headers, leave the Import Includes Headers checkbox turned on and click Next. Project fills in the Excel worksheet name in the Source Worksheet Name box. If the spreadsheet contains more than one worksheet, choose the name from the drop-down list. Project tries to map fields in the Excel workbook to fields in Project. In this file, it figured out WBS, name, and duration. Where you see Not Mapped, you know you have to tell it how to match up the data. Select the cell that goes with estimated work. Click the down arrow, and then type Work, and select it in the list. That maps the Excel work to the Project Work field. Because you are importing tasks, not assignments, you can skip the Resources field in Excel. You actually don't have to import every field in your Excel file. The Preview area shows what your imported data looks like. The first row shows the names of the source fields in Excel. The Project row shows the project fields mapped to the imported fields. And the Preview rows show sample values. If everything looks good, click Finish to import the data. Project brings the data into a new project file. If you want to export some information from Project to Excel, you can use the Export Wizard. Click File and click Open. Select the Office Move Progress file and click Open. On the Task tab, click the View down arrow and choose the view with the data you want to export. For example, the Gantt chart, as we have here. If you want specific fields, display the table with those fields. On the View tab, click the table's down arrow and choose Cost. To export all the data in the table, click the All Cells box. That's the intersection of the column headings and the task ID rows. Click File and then click Save As. In the Save As Type drop-down list, choose Excel Workbook. That saves an Excel 2010 format file. In the File Name box, type the name for the file, like Excel Export, and click Save. In the Export Wizard, click Next to get going. The wizard automatically selects the Selected Data option, which exports the data you selected in the view, so click Next to continue. Select the Use Existing Map option to use a map that's already present. Click Next, and choose Cost Data by Task. Click Next. To export tasks, make sure that the Tasks checkbox is turned on, as it is here. Each type of data goes to a separate Excel worksheet if you export more than one type of data. Click Next. The Destination Worksheet Name box shows the name for the Excel worksheet. You can type a different name if you want. In this example, Project uses the map you selected to map project fields to Excel columns in the Excel worksheet. If the mapping looks the way you want it, go ahead and click Next. Then, click Finish. Project exports the tasks into the new Excel file. If we go to Windows Explorer, you can see Excel Export is sitting in the folder, and if you have Excel 2010, you can open it up. Importing data into Project is a great way to get information from team members like tasks and estimates into your project file. On the other hand, exporting data from Project comes in handy when you want to work on the data in ways that Project isn't so good at, or you want to transfer the data to another program like your company's accounting system. Either way, Project has wizards that guide you through every step. At the same time, you have complete control over the data you want to exchange and where you want it to go in the destination file.